Hello guys, welcome to KSTV. After that short delay we have gone into picks and bans. So the login queues were a bit of a nightmare, but fortunately for us they have subsided here, so we are straight into the banning phase. Cassiopeia are going to be the first banned out from TSM, and it's going to be thrown straight over to Team Awusome now. Not many people have heard of Team Awusome. I think the vast majority of people viewing this will expect a fairly comfortable victory for TSM coming in. Perhaps we're going to have a huge upset, who knows, but Shen has been banned from Team Awusome. He obviously feeling he's a bit strong in the jungle and solo top and want to completely eradicate that threat from this matchup. So switching straight back over to TSM. Also important to note, guys, that TSM actually lost the Rain Man earlier. On the website there, Team SoloMid, .net, obviously they actually posted up saying that he had left due to reasons. Actually, I'll read out exactly what he said. As I'm talking, Ramus has also been banned. So the Rain Man said, "I didn't feel like I clicked well with the team, and I did not want to hold the team down. In the end, we are still all friends and will remain that way." Dyrus will actually come in to fill in the little gap there for TSM, but some background information in case you weren't aware of it. And either way, we're going to get straight back into the bans here, as it's all on Awusome once again. So Aurelia has been banned out, obviously trying to target those solo top characters there. And it's going to go straight back to TSM. I'm not entirely sure if they're going to play this one seriously, guys. I mean, you probably didn't see this before due to the fact that we had a bit of a delay, but the elo discrepancies between these two teams is fairly massive. TSM are obviously all around the 2k plus mark, and Awusome are all around the 1,200 to 1,300 mark. So there is a fairly big difference there if you want to go off elo. Either way, Lee Sin has also bit the dust here in the banning phase, and Awusome are now going to ban out their last champion before we do go into the picks. So, who's it going to be? Are they going to target solo top again? Are they going to perhaps go for a jungler? Or are they going to try and ban out Reggie here? Only time's going to tell. 3 more seconds to pick. And they have actually gone for a Kennen ban, so fairly interesting stuff. Obviously Kennen can be played in that mid or solo top, or if you're Moscow 5, can also be played at the bottom as an AD. So obviously just trying to get rid of Kennen, and now of course we'll be moving briskly on to the picks. Rise getting picked up first, so fairly interesting. In the TT Esports Cup that we were casting yesterday, we saw Rise get picked twice from Flashy from Mouse, and he did a great job. He completely destroyed both games, and showing once again how strong Rise is. Currently has Clairvoyance, not sure if he's actually going to be support Rise. I would be fairly amazed if that happens, so I would expect the switch over to come about and Rise to go elsewhere, if indeed they are going to lock him in. Oh, it switched over to Janna there with about 7 seconds remaining. Janna at IEM was definitely the support of choice. Of course, the Eye of the Storm Shield is beautiful for the AD range that she lanes with. And of course, Howling Gale as well is just all-round awesome for your team. With Monsoon, that ultimate really coming in for utility if the team fights really kick off when you're having some issues. We actually saw Janna being played yesterday, and some beautiful saves from her really gave Mouse the game in the end. And anyway, we're going to have Ashe picked up for Noximus from Awusome, perhaps going to be the AD carry of choice. Only time will tell. And Kobernik as well needs to pick up a character here in the next 20 or so seconds. Apologies if I quickly take like a few seconds break, guys. I'm just going to take a quick swig of drink because I'm solo casting this one tonight for you. And I have just put in a few questions in the chat asking basically what kind of format this is going to be. It should be a best of one. From what I understand, I was reading the rules before. This is actually the very first round here, so both these teams, this is their first game in the Corsair Vengeance Cup, and this will be a BO1 format. So just to let you guys know, basically a sudden death. Whoever wins goes through, whoever loses doesn't. And Chaos looking to pick up Corki as I'm talking, but yes, they did actually lock in the Ashe, obviously taking heals, a great spell for the AD carries, and Soraka's going to go along with her just to pump up that health and mana as well. Perhaps going to see Dyrus picking up that gangplank to go at solo top. And I think somebody just asked what the prize pool is. So yeah, it's going to be $6,000 for first place, $4,000 for second, and $2,000 for third. That's what Bass has just told us on chat. So there you go, guys. I mean, a fair amount of money, a fair chunk of change, so to speak, coming out there. And I don't think any team right now in League of Legends is going to turn their nose up at that. And especially when you see TSM, who are revered as one of the top teams right now in League of Legends. When they start getting interested in a cup, you know things are going well. Either way, Gangplank has been locked in. Udyr looking to get picked up, perhaps in jungle, perhaps solo top. Only time will tell. Oh, I just got informed on Skype that Bass was incorrect. Stephen has just told me it's 6k for first place, 3k for second, and 1k for third. So there you go. Bass was scaring me. Anyway, it's been rectified now, guys. So there you go. 6k for first, 3 for second, 1 for third. And we are going to see Udyr getting locked in with perhaps a Singed play. Do love to see me a bit of Singed. Such a troll kind of character. Pops the ultimate, just runs around like a madman with Ghost. Very difficult to actually take him down if he builds it tanky, and can dish out all kinds of damage as well on top of that. And indeed, yes, it will be a 10k total prize pool for CVC. So there you have it, guys. Sorry, I just have to laugh at Bass because he's such an intelligent guy that he's very rarely wrong. So when he is, you really have to punish him for it. But there we go. We've got Rise getting picked up there. Perhaps going to be running mid. Well, I'd assume it will be mid, as Gangplank will be that solo top role. And of course, that is going to leave the jungler up for grabs to pick up for TSM, and it looks like it's going to be the Shyvana pick. So interesting lineup, not looking to troll this game too much, TSM. I thought for a second perhaps they were going to have some fun here, but looking to really get to business. Remember, they are American. It's probably about 2 p.m. or some kind of time like that back at home there for them, and obviously just wanted to get this game out the way. Ice cold water is beautiful, and that is going to leave the last pick coming up from Awusome. They've pretty much got their jungler, they've got their solo top, so they're going to leave their best perhaps to last in the solo mid role. But who is it going to be? Who are they going to pick to counteract Rise? Just really trying to think in my mind. They could pick up a Galio perhaps if they feel like getting that AoE taunt down and just trying to make the most of that with Ashe as well. Obviously Volley does dish out some fairly decent damage, but I don't think it is going to be Galio. Well, there you go, it is a Galio. My clairvoyance is working today. Whether they stick with him or not is an entirely different question, but Galio did make sense. Of course, Galio stacks ability power off magic resistance. That is his passive ability, and of course his ultimate on top of that is basically just a massive taunt. It's great stuff if you can manage to flash in there and land it for the rest of his team. So just in case you weren't paying attention before, guys, I'll give you a quick rundown of the two teams involved here. For TSM, you're going to have Janna, Corki at bot lane, Gangplank solo top, Rise in mid, and Shyvana in the jungles. And for Awusome, you're going to have Soraka, Ashe at bot lane. It's going to be Singed at top solo. Udyr is going to be in jungle, and that leaves Galio in mid. Due to the fact that we are online, guys, we're now going to have a 3-minute delay while we wait for the delay to catch up. So I'm going to go for a very quick commercial break. We'll be right back, guys. Don't go anywhere. Go and get some food. Go get a quick drink or something like that. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. Welcome back, guys. The 3-minute delay has came and gone, just waiting for myself to load in because my PC is made out of wood and hamster parts. And yeah, really looking forward to this game, guys. Again, welcome to Chaos TV. If you have just joined us, this is Corsair Vengeance Cup round number 1 between Team SoloMid and Awusome. Awusome are relatively unknown. TSM, of course, need no introduction, and I think plenty of people definitely edge their bets onto TSM to pick this one up fairly comfortably. But I do love me an underdog story, so would definitely like to see Awusome pull this one close, at least perhaps even take it, as unlikely as that may be. And we are now live into the game. In fact, I think we've probably been live into the game a while, but my PC really does suck. So yes, 30 seconds through so far. Going to see that CV coming down on the mid-river. Not really going to pick up any information there. So it would appear that Awusome are going to just do your standard kind of protection of blue and wolves as well. And TSM are pretty much just spread all over the map right now, perhaps just trying to feel their way into what Awusome are going to do. I guess one of the upsides about being relatively unknown and not quite as experienced as TSM is that they could perhaps throw out a few curveballs, you know, things that TSM perhaps don't really expect because it's been such a long time since they have played a team kind of this lack of experience, so to speak. So perhaps that could catch them off from time to time, more than likely not, but it's definitely something to watch out for. Either way, it looks like Shamana has opted for those wraiths, and I'm sure she's going to get a bit of help on the red buff as well, as Reggie and Dyrus are just kind of hiding in the bushes, going to try and protect her. You got Corky and Janna up towards the mid there on Wraith, perhaps going to try a steal, and this is the only downside of what Awusome are doing. They're definitely boxing themselves in. This should be a comfortable Wraith steal from Corky and Janna as well, and now you can see, and although Udyr is going to pick up the Wolves and Blue, Wraiths are going to be gone, and they are going to leave that one Wraith all alone so that the rest of them don't respawn until it has been taken down, but there's Singe going to pick up the pieces onto that final Wraith, and Udyr in the meantime is going to take down this Blue. As expected, Shyvana going on to red with the help of Gangplank, and now you're going to have a clash of the Titans in mid, a Galio against a Rise. You can see Reggie is playing very aggressively already, just running straight at Galio. He fears no gargoyle here, and he's going to go back again. So let's have a quick switch up to the top. I thought for a second that we were going to see Janna just peeking out those bushes, and definitely seems to be smart play from TSM trying to mix it up here. They're not going to go for the solo top, they're actually going to go for the solo bottom with Corky and Janna going top against Singed. And perhaps this is the kind of stuff that is going to catch out a team like Awusome, as Ash and Soraka probably wondering what the hell is just happening right now. But of course, this is going to give Gangplank every opportunity to get nice and farmed up on those levels, and Ash and Soraka will probably actually get fairly hurt by this. Some action going off here as Udyr is under heavy attack from 3 players. I think he's going to drop to Corky. In fact, it's Shyvana that takes him down finally, and they're going to pick up a red buff to boot. So huge play coming in from TSM. Massive body blow onto Awusome. Are they going to give it to Corky? Yes, they will. So they've got the double red buff on Shyvana and Corky as well. Corky now going to push back up to top lane with Janna. Are they going to be able to catch out Singe? Singe is extremely extended here. I have no idea why he's pushed out that much when he knew that these two were right next to him on red buff. Janna very nearly bites the dust as that beautiful throw comes in, and Corky also somehow survives, but they will take down Singed at the top lane. Again, I am a bit perplexed as to what Singed was doing there. His teammate just died on red, so you'd have to be assuming these two are going to join back at top once again, and I think he paid for his mistakes, perhaps thinking he could have took down Janna with that suplex, but not to be. So he is going to teleport right back onto the top lane here. Both Corky and Janna are going to go ahead and recall, buy up some items. So the first signs, the warning shots from TSM here aren't looking too good for Awusome. As Udyr, Bearman is going to come in, lands the stun onto Rise, but I don't think they're going to have enough damage output to actually take Rise down here. Reggie looking a bit too strong, and even though that Resolute Smite will land on top of Rise's forehead, it's not enough to take him down, and Galio has absolutely no mana, so he's going to have to recall. Udyr is going to fill in the blanks in mid until that Galio can return. But Rise already is starting to make somewhat of a move on that creep score. He's currently on 18, Galio on 15. Of course, Galio is such a strong farmer in mid, but Resolute Smite is incredible damage. Back up to top again, as Soraka seems to have decided that the 1v2 at bottom lane is not going to help them out, so he's going to leave Ash there. Having said that, Ash is actually starting to move up towards mid, and perhaps they are going to try and set up a gank here onto Rise with blue buff, but Rise can sense there's something lurking here as Ash is going to use flash and actually waste that one, as Reggie still had his flash up as well, so it's an exchange of flashes, and 3 players in mid now for Awusome, so they are losing out on XP and farm as well. Gangplank is literally just going to farm away to his heart's content there at bot lane, and it looks like they're now going to set up a gank for top lane as Ash is on the way. Ward goes down from Janna, so they're going to see her in plenty of time. Either storm from Janna. Janna's going to try and out AD Ash. Don't think it's going to work too well for him, but here comes Corky, going to pop on that Gatling gun. Ash should go down. Ash has gone down. Now Udyr's in all kinds of trouble, because here comes Shyvana, the Dragon Woman, reigning supreme, will take down Udyr, and that's going to leave just Soraka all by herself on top lane with 2 bars. Not going to be long before she falls as well. There you go, easy peasy. Shyvana picks up another kill, and that is already a 5-0 after 6 minutes, ladies and gents, and that is a very strong start. Let's have a look-see back to mid again. We're going to have Galio on 26, has picked up the Chalice of Harmony. Of course, it's a great item for him as it gives him magic resist and mana per 5 as well. And Rise is going to go back now. He hasn't actually recalled once since the beginning. How much gold does he have to play with? Well, he had enough to buy a Tear of the Goddess outright and 3 health pots as well. So obviously Tear of the Goddess with Rise is an absolutely beautiful item. As Singed is going to drop here to Ignite, just switched over to see that Gangplank's pressure. Way too strong. That's the only downside of leaving a Gangplank to free farm at bot lane, as he's already level 6. And with that Ignite will take down Singed to 6-0 already. You got Corki on 2 kills, 0 deaths, 3 assists. Shyvana's on 3-0-0. Some more action potentially at top, as Janna is on her own, but Corki is bringing up the cavalry. Is going to be getting there any second now. There we go. Has already picked up 3 Doran's Blades and Berserker's Greaves. I mean, he's got 36 creep score and 2 kills compared to Ash's 1 death and 2 Doran's Blades. There's a huge discrepancy there, and I think Ash should be going down here, even with Soraka's heals. I don't see this happening. Soraka has been targeted down first. Janna could fall, but I think Corki is going to pick up the double. Indeed he will. Chaos going huge at top lane. It just looks way too easy right now for TSM. Perhaps some of the previous calls of this being a bit of a romping are definitely coming to fruition. And again, just have a look at that differential between Ash and Corki. Corki, 4 kills, 0 deaths, 3 assists, 44 creep score. And then Ash on 17 creep score and 2 deaths with nothing else. So it's quite ominous, quite a precarious position to be in if you're an Ash right now. In the meantime, back into the jungles and mid. Rise just getting free farm. Shyvana's going to pick up those wraiths. Udyr is lurking, but don't think he's going to be too much of a threat right now, as the jungle is currently going in the way of the odd one, who is a level up on Udyr. He's already 6 with Shyvana, so he has that ultimate should he choose to use it. Also picked himself up a Vampiric Scepter, a long sword and a health bot with those boots as well. And of course, with his burnout on, he's very quick at this stage of the game, as Rise is going to try and take down Galio. Galio, however, refuses to lose and is just going to pull back and try and help Udyr out. And this is going to be yet another red steal from TSM. Just absolutely nothing that Awusome can do in this position. They've both pushed, even with Galio's ultimate. They're going to get absolutely crushed as Janna's Howling Gale comes in, knocks Galio in the air, and of course explodes his ultimate, completely takes it out of the equation. And even if it had gone off for the maximum duration, I don't think they'd even got 1 kill there. It would have been 2-0 either way, 10-0 already. The goal difference coming in at 7k after 9 minutes. And that, ladies and gents, is just a massive steamrolling effort from TSM right now. There's not too much that you can say about it. It's just one-way traffic, very comfortable indeed. Looks like we could have some more kills here, as Ash has been Howling Gale, has the exhaust on her as well. Corki with red buff, far too strong, and Ash just kind of stands there and takes it like a man. She doesn't want to run away. She wants to accept her fate, and she will go down once again. 3 deaths already. Corki on 6 kills already. Wowzers. Could potentially have some action at bot lane now, as Gangplank's going to go down through the brush. I don't think Singed is going to bother even trying to challenge Gangplank. He has managed to level up to level 7. He is going to suplex with his poison on the ground, but just look at how quickly Gangplank is regenning now. He doesn't really seem to care too much. He already has Wriggle's Lantern at the 10-minute mark, which of course is going to give him that 15% lifesteal, so he can just keep completely destroying those minions. Going to get his health back, and then someone, look at the damage that he's doing onto Singed. That was a massive mistake from Singed. He is going to get dropped here as the Ignite, the ultimate and the parlay is going to finish off Singed at bot lane. Nothing he could have done, but once again a bit confused as to why he's playing that aggressively when you've got a player like Dyrus at bot lane facing off against you 1v1 and he's this much out farming you. Why would you actually want to try and get in his face? I'm not too sure about that one. Either way, he paid the penalty with his life. Looks like they're going to be setting up a dragon here. You got Janna and Shyvana. Shyvana has already picked up that Oracle, but really the ward coverage right now from Awusome is fairly bad. The only wards coming in at top lane is 3 of them in fact, so they've over-warded at top lane and not bothered to ward anywhere else at all, which for me is a bit questionable, but hey, that's the way they want to play. His dragon will get taken down comfortably from TSM. the gold lead moving to 9.2k after 11 minutes. Rise perhaps is going to get caught out from Udyr, but Udyr has no mana and he has no health, and now he has absolutely none as he's been put 6 under from Rise, and this is going to be Galio down as well. Any second now, Rise is doing some serious damage, and there we go, Rise with the flash and also the overload, and that's going to be easy. It's just a plethora of frags come in here as Galio has sorry, not Galio, Gangplank has dropped Singed, and there was another kill in amongst all that action. I think Ash went down, so that was actually a team ace from TSM, and that's 17-0 now. Ouch. Soraka has respawned. I think this top tower is more than likely going to go down as Chaos has gone back and picked up the Black Cleaver. Going to have Heart of Gold, the Philo Stone and Cage's Lucky Pick all picked up for Janna, so she's going to be having some pretty tasty gold per 10 coming in right now, which of course is going to fund her ward. And she also has picked up the 4 wards as well. Let's have a quick look at the items that Awusome have built up here. We're going to have Galio has got the Null Magic Mantle, probably going to be going for that Mercury Tread. And you're also going to have Udyr picking up the Madrid's Razors, has Boots and a Vampiric Scepter, so definitely looking for the Wriggle's Lantern. But to just give you an idea of how incredibly one-sided this game is right now, Gangplank actually finished off the Wriggle's Lantern within about 8 to 10 minutes. And we are going to see another kill at bot lane. Singed is going to follow suit any second now. Chaos picks that one up comfortably, going to get the double kill. He's on 10-0-4 on his stats, just phenomenal play coming in from him. And of course Black Cleaver at around the 11-12 minute mark is just absolute devastation for pretty much anyone on the battlefield. Just cuts through those tanky characters. Rise is going to take a bit of a smash here, but he's not going to drop, not just yet either way. All signs Ignite down on him, could actually fall here from Galio. Could this be the first kill? But there's Janna's Eye, the Storm, and Corky comes in to save Reggie. Just great teamwork coming in from TSM, 20-0. I thought for a second that would be Awusome popping that cherry on the kill, but not to be. And Reggie is going to teleport back, probably wiping the sweat off his brow there, because that was a bit too close to call. Going to have Gangplank going back and picking up the Phage. And there we go, Rise already has Banshee's Veil. So that's kind of scary. He's going to be tankier, he's going to have even more mana, so that his Rune Prison and Overload just does even more damage than before. And he's going to be a real nightmare to contest with. But to be completely honest guys, I wouldn't normally say this as I'm quite an optimistic person, but this game's pretty much over, let's be honest. 20-0 after 13, nearly 14 minutes. The farm from TSM is just completely in a different league right now. You're going to have an arrow coming down as Gangplank takes Ashe, and Soraka, sorry, at top, but could get the double kill as well. Shyvana has ultimated onto Ashe. Ashe should fall any second. Now there's Shyvana picking up that kill with Gangplank getting the assist. I'm not sure if Ashe actually missed her arrow or if she was aiming at bot lane. I'm pretty sure she missed an arrow onto Gangplank or Shyvana there. And you just saw the arrow kind of like fly down towards the bot lane, didn't hit anybody. So a bit of a shame. Udyr is behind enemy lines and then some, but Chaos isn't going to check that bush, which is going to allow Udyr to actually recall, but that would have been a certain death had he have been caught out there. Some of the reading of the scores on Team Awusome right now is quite depressing. You've got Soraka's on 0 for 4, Ashe on 0 for 5, Singed on 0 for 5, Udyr on 0 for 5, and then Galio with the best score with 0 for 3. It's not often you'd say that in League of Legends, guys. And Singe saying a minion has reached a tower, moral victory. It's good they can see the light in things, but Udyr is going to fall once again. I'm fairly confident of that. He has flashed away, also pops up Turtle Form with Soraka's ultimate as well, so a nice escape from him. But that was still a lot of damage, and he goes back in again. So, alright, Soraka saves you, and then you run back into certain suicide. That makes a lot of sense. Oh wait, no it doesn't. I'm a bit perplexed guys, but either way 24-0 Udyr has been dropped. Soraka should fall as well. They're just so tanky at this stage. Again, they can tower dive with ease. Even an ultimate Singed is no problem whatsoever for TSM right now, and Rise is going to finish things up with the overload. And that takes it to 25-0. And I wouldn't be too surprised if we see a surrender vote come in at the 20-minute mark. Or will Awusome battle on regardless? Corky is going to take down that second tier bot tower. You're going to have some support coming in from mid now as Galio has joined Ash. Going to try and push off these minions. Has just hit level 8. Going to try and get the last hits onto all these minions here, but Galio comes in and says no way, throwing off his righteous gust there. And really, I mean, you look at the ward coverage, guys, and just the overall farm, and it's very much stacked in TSM. In fact, I think there's only one ward. Yes, there is only one ward coming out from Awusome here. There are, in fact, there's actually 2 wards, my apologies, coming out from Awusome. And if you compare it to TSM, they have about, they got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wards. And to be completely honest, don't really need to lay anymore because they have them all in prime positioning. It looks like Udyr may fall once again. Going to be the first team fight that I can actually recollect here. As Galio's going to go down as well. So 2 for 0 right now. Singe is going to pop that ultimate as Ash is coming into heavy fire. He throws Shyvana back onto the tower, but Shyvana is just way too strong. She has the giant spell and the phage as well, obviously building towards Frozen Mallet. And it looks like they're going to try and take Ash down. Easy kill. Will they chase after Singe? No, they won't. He has his ultimate on. He's tankier than usual, and he also has a tower right next to him with a Soraka spamming heals, but perhaps they are going to go in for the second bite here. And nope, they're not, because Soraka is still there, and Singed is still quite tanky. He has the Catalyst of the Protector, and he also has the Boots of Swiftness, so he is going to be moving around fairly quickly. Going to be quite difficult to pin down unless he gets snared from Rise. Dragon has also came up, and look at that raw damage from Rise onto Soraka. Soraka falls in a heartbeat. Gonna have another team fight now as a beautiful Monsoon from Janna pushing out both Udyr and Singe. They're both gonna get dropped. Galio tries to come in to lend a hand to his teammates, but he's not gonna be able to do anything whatsoever. Ash is gonna fall as well, incredibly squishy. Level 8 with only Doran's blades, and that will be the ace, the second or third ace of this game, 33-0 after 18 minutes. I have never seen a more one-sided game in my entire life, ladies and gents, but fair enough. I mean, it's the first round of a tournament. You can't really say more than that. These things happen. All credit to Awusome for being very sportsmanlike, allowing us to stream and being okay with it. But that tower is going to go down regardless, so the inhib is now vulnerable to attack from TSM. Will they go back and pick up the dragon? They could even pick up a baron as well on top of that, or are they just going to try and finish this outright right here, right now? Looks like they're going to go for more of this jungle steal, as Shyvana is easily going to go back and pick up the Frozen Mallet now. I did see Gangplank actually completing the Frozen Mallet before. There's going to be some fighting in mid. Going to be Rise versus 3. This could be first blood coming in for the Awusome side. Is Rise going to fall? He refuses to drop. Finally does so from Ash, and that is the first kill on the board for Awusome. And look at them, they couldn't be happier. Moral victory indeed. And at 19 minutes, the first kill coming in. I think Ash is going to pay the penalty though. It seems that TSM are now angry. I thought for a second that Gangplank was going to allow Janna to pick up that kill just to rub salt in the wounds. But you know something's wrong when Janna is basically... Well, actually, let me just check this. Is Janna out-leveling the entirety of Awusome? Yes, she is. She's 11, and the highest level on Awusome right now is level 10, with Galio and Singe coming in at 10. So yeah, Janna is quite beefy right now. She's actually picked up the Avarice Blade as well, which of course will give her even more gold per 10 seconds. I don't think she's really going to rely too much on the crit. Here we go, going to have another team fight. Singe running in like a madman, and he is going to get downed within about 2 seconds, if that. Udyr is also going to fall. Easy kills coming in. Soraka's not going to be able to do anything. Corki with a Valkyrie. Can he finish off Soraka? Answer is no. Pushes back instead, and Galio will actually ultimate Gangplank onto the towers. But the beautiful thing about Gangplank is remove Scurvy. We'll get rid of those taunts, we'll get rid of the snares, get rid of the stuns and everything else. We just saw him use it instantaneously there. Didn't want to get hit by that tower. And now they are going to push these Nexus towers down. I think this is pretty much going to be the GG, guys. Hope you enjoyed this first game. A bit of a shame it was so one-sided, but it was still enjoyable to watch. Hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. And I think this is going to be over within the next 20 to 30 seconds, unless TSM want to drag this one out. As there we go, Singe is going to drop once again. Udyr is going to get absolutely pasted from the full 5-man lineup. And Soraka follows suit from Corky. There are some pretty scary scores there from TSM. Corky on 13 for 0 with 15 assists. Gangplank on 11 for 0 with 11 assists. The GG well plays coming in. We'll be bringing you another game, guys, at 21:00 CET, 20:00 if you're from the UK on GMT time. And until then, guys, take care, and we'll see you very shortly.